before we get going, Alpha Core number one is having an insane campaign right now. We're at 1,040,000. But I do have an announcement. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, we're having a sale. Use promo code SALE at checkout. And with these select merchandise items, you're going to get 30% off. That's going to end Tuesday going into midnight. That's excluding the hoodies, books, as well as everything in the Alpha Core number one campaign. But all of what you see right here, excluding, again, these books and this hoodie, you are going to be able to get 30% off. Just use, again, promo code SALE at checkout. With that being said, today we're going to be discussing this right here, and it's an example of failing upwards. Hollywood is interesting right now. It's in a interesting spot. I know we rag on Marvel Cinematic Universe and its failures, and we're going to be talking about some of those right now. But there's been failures really across the board, some successes, but they're having the success in pockets, right? I think that they're going through a structural change. I don't think they've caught up to the technology. I don't think they've caught up to the market at all. And we're going to see a lot more of these just colossal waste of money. Now, this person right here is a writer for the Marvels, or was a writer for the Marvels, and they have gotten another promotion despite this being a look. I don't think we can speak enough to how much of a failure the Marvels is. It's not a failure because it didn't make $1 billion or it made less than what the Captain Marvel movie made. The Marvels is a failure because of how much they spent versus how much they got in return. So this is set to lose several hundreds, not just millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. Okay. That's a budgeting issue. That's also a content problem because they can't get butts in the seats. But McDonald's, I'm reading this from Variety. McDonald's career started with a bang when she was hired to help produce John August's Script Notes podcast. It was a good role to step into after earning her undergrad degree from Harvard. And then it says right here, McDonald transitioned from podcast into a role as a story editor on Disney Plus's Marvel series WandaVision. And this is what that kicked off her writing career. So, I mean, what an opportunity there that you kicked off your writing career with something that is attached to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And this is what she says. Well, WandaVision was my first professional writing job, and it was the room of a lifetime, she says. Everyone was kind and hilarious and also genius. We had so much fun. I mean, imagine stepping into that, right? As your first major writing gig, you're getting to write these sort of prominent characters in this universe. McDonald has reimagined reimagined. They've done a lot of reimagining as well. Remained in the Marvel Cinematic Universe ecosystem, becoming the first writer brought onto Nia DaCosta's The Marvels. Okay, so now we got that set. She also served as consulting producer, providing writing. This chick, they trusted this chick. Providing writing and on-set services for Agatha, Darkhold Diaries. Is that the title of the show now, or movie, or whatever it is? She says, I love to do something unusual with form. I aim to surprise. Not to please, clearly. And I try to write things that I want to watch. What you want to watch is not all the time what the audience wants to watch. McDonald has been busy writing Apple TV Plus, Dark Matter. And check this out. She's also doing Amazon's Tomb Raider. McDonald's original script, Disordered, is also set at FX. So this chick from this has gotten a lot of gigs, one of which is being another prominent character in Tomb Raider. A person that is at least somewhat responsible for this, again, absolute freaking disaster. I'm not going to sit here and I don't think that's fair to say she's the reason why the Marvels failed. I think it was a collective effort that it's in the position it is in. However, what you are seeing is little musical chairs here. But none of this stuff is merit-based. If you want to make the argument it's never been that way, okay, I'm not going to argue against that. I will say I think maybe it's because it's more of a spotlight on it. We see these articles a lot more intimate with the people that are behind the scenes these days because of social media. And maybe that has a lot to do with it. But especially now, we're seeing people go from a failed project to then be trusted with some responsibility for another project that often has some sort of baked-in fandom. And next up for her, at least from what we'll see, I don't know if this is the next one, but one of them that's down the line is going to be freaking Tomb Raider. Congratulations. Alpha Core number 1's pre-order is live. Written by the legendary Chuck Dixon and penciled by Joe Bennett. Visit Rippaverse.com to grab a copy and any of the merchandise items. Be sure to also check out the animated trailer for the campaign, which is the latest project from Rippaverse Studios. Y'all be easy.